Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with another new release from Jack Daniel's. Yes, Jack Daniel's. So this is Distillery Release Series number 16, right? So this is a Tennessee rye whiskey that is actually finished. Let me go ahead and pop this one open real quick. So I will say I am proud of Jack Daniel's. I gave them credit in the past. They've done a really good job of, each year putting out like new releases. Not too many, just enough to kind of change it up a little bit. And I would say, honestly, out of all the big distilleries, they are one of the few big distilleries where they're changing it up a little bit, putting out new releases and things that people, the consumers, typically truly want. So this is an interesting one. So with most of these distillery only releases or distillery / available in the state of Tennessee, typically it's almost like a test, if you will, right? If it goes over very well, then it's something that they will create in the future. So let's see how this one is. All right, so Judge, what is this anyway? So number one, first and foremost, this is a brand new release that just came out the beginning of December, right? It's available again only at the distillery, at the gift shop, as well as within the state of Tennessee. So essentially, it is a barrel-proof Tennessee rye whiskey that is then finished in X table syrup barrels, right? So truly a Tennessee whiskey that's finished in X table syrup barrels. So very interesting, very interesting. So, I mean, table syrup. So I'm thinking this is going to be very spicy and very sweet. That is just my my guess. But what do we know about this a little bit more, Judge? So the mash bill on this one, it's a standard barrel-proof rye whiskey. It's 70% rye, 18% corn, and then 12% malted barley. Of course, it goes through the whole Lincoln County charcoal filtration process, so you get like a little bit of that smokiness in there. From an age standpoint, we don't know the exact age, right? So that's the unfortunate thing. I wish they did release the age. Let me just double check. No, it's not on here at all. It's not, yeah. We don't know the exact age, but most of their rye whiskeys are 7, 8, 9, sometimes even 10 years old, but typically about 8 years old. So if I had to guess, this is probably like an 8-year-old barrel-proof Tennessee rye whiskey. And then the fact that it was finished in X table syrup barrels, we don't also know how long the whiskey sat in those secondary table syrup barrels. So that's interesting, right? That is definitely very interesting. All right, let's get into the nose real quick. All right. So not bad at all. It's exactly kind of what I expected. You get like the standard traditional Tennessee barrel-proof rye whiskey nose. A little spicy, a little bit of smoke from the charcoal filtration process. You obviously get a good influence of oak, but a very, extremely, I should say, really good, like a sugar cane kind of note to it. Whew, very nice. All right. So, Judge, what is the MSRP on this one? So the MSRP, this is, by the way, this release is only available in 375 milliliters, right? So half bottle. The MSRP is $45. So if you find it at the distillery or within the state of Tennessee, the MSRP should be $45. All right. And of course, obviously, it's a limited release, as I mentioned. So if you're a fan of Jack Daniel's, more than likely, you may want to grab it either way, just to be safe. But let's see. Let's see how this is. All right, so I'm interested to see how similar and yet different this is versus standard Jack Daniel's Tennessee rye whiskey that's barrel proof. Woo! Nice. I like this nose a lot, though. Very sugary. It's almost like a maple syrup meets sugar cane meets charcoal, brown sugar. Good influence of like oak, some leather. Oh, very nice. All right. Here we go. Real quick. 3 quick, easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts just on Jack Daniel's as a whole, like with the different releases they put out. And if you tried this one, let me know your comment or your thoughts as well. Last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right, here we go. Cheers. Ooh. Oh, that's sweet and spicy. That's exactly what I thought it would be. That's exactly what I thought it would be. What is the proof on this? Wow, that's nice. That sips right at the proof point too. So this is barrel proof, but it's only 111.4. So normally when you think of Jack Daniel's, you always think of these like really high proof points like 130, 140, etc. But this one's not. This one's actually only 111.4 proof, but it is barrel proof. All right. Let me get another little sip. This is nice. Jeez, this is nice. Oh man, I already know what I'm thinking in the back of my mind about this release. Hold on one second. Oh wow. Whew. That is extremely equal in terms of the sweetness from the table syrup and the spice from the traditional Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye. They meet head and head. It's not overwhelmingly sweet, actually. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's actually perfect, right? I was thinking going into this that it was going to be way too sweet. It was going to be nothing but like just like pure sugar, but it's not. It's a great influence of sugar from the table syrup, but you got to have all the characteristics of the standard Tennessee rye whiskey from Jack Daniel's, right? You have like that smoky note from the charcoal filtration process. You have the oak, you have the leather, you have the pepper notes as well from the rye, obviously. That is truly perfection. At 111.4 proof, you might say, Judge, is this worth a buy, a do not buy, or just a split decision? Come on, I think I kind of gave it away. That, my friends, is a definite buy. For honestly a finished rye whiskey, and I do think, by the way, ryes are better to finish than bourbons. That's just me personally, right? I think ryes are better to finish than bourbon. But the fact that this was a table syrup, I was kind of questioning whether or not this was going to be like overly sweet. It's not. It is truly a perfect combination of that spiciness from the rye being offset by that sweetness from the syrup. This to me is wow, that's perfection. This is fantastic neat because those two still live separate, but they come together. This is probably even better if you're a cigar smoker. So if you're a cigar smoker, I would say grab this because with a cigar, I think this bottle would be amazing. All right, my friends, until the next time, as we say in this courtroom, peace, cheers, most important, salute. Take care. See you guys. Damn, that's good.